Hey guys.
Alright folks, we're here today to check out the latest offering from Damnation Plan, Under the Veil of Sea. Our boy Asim on vocals on this, man. Remember the first time we did a Damnation Plan video?
I do. It was Maze of Despair.
Bingo bango. Bingo bango. That's how we discovered the band. So they have a new album coming out and this is the first single. I know it's been out for a few weeks now, but you know what they say, better late than never. So we're here to check it out. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it up.
Under the veil of the sea, we have buried our lives.
case you didn't know, the name of the song is Under the Veil of Sea. Just in case.
Just in case.
Just in case it wasn't repeated enough. What do you think?
What do you think after that reaction of yours? It may be the same as mine.
Okay, so
The song was... listen, I will always defend Damnation Plan. Let me get that right now. Let me get that down to you guys, okay? I am always a defender of Damnation Plan, okay? Especially when Asim is doing solo vocalists on it.
By the way, I think, just a little side note here, maybe Asim should compete in the next Eurovision.
For
Finland?
Yeah. But
grab an acoustic guitar, make a song, and go.
I think that would work. Because
What
he has an amazing voice.
What the fuck do you have to lose?
Well, is he a Finnish citizen yet?
Doesn't matter. I don't know if you have to be.
I think you have to be a citizen of the...
You
don't have to be from there. You have to be...
By then, he'll be a citizen. He should go. He checks all the diversity boxes.
Of course.
He's got a great beard, great hair, outstanding mustache. The French would give him 12 points just on the mustache alone. On that alone, that's worth 12 baguettes alone. So I think you should do that. But anyways, sorry for that side note.
I think honestly, even this could have been a Eurovision.
No.
And if they lowered if they made the song shorter, which is my problem with the song.
The song is long.
The song is way too long, dude.
I agree.
Wait, this is like when me and my friend used to jam in his basement.
And that's a loose term, Jim. Go ahead, sir.
Jam in his basement, and we would just start playing, and then it would sound good, and we'd play for way too long, and then we'd end and be like, "That's a pretty good song. Do you remember anything from it?" Not really. I remember the middle, yeah, and that's it. And then we would have to remake it and remake it and remake it. That's the problem with this song. It's way too long, and for what it is, it shouldn't be that long.
It repeats the chorus too many times.
Of course, but the song never dies down in this same feeling. I feel like it's very where most songs have an up and down motion. This song feels like it has a little itty bitty titty just, and then like there's not much of a
I agree
of a difference between the chorus and the verses. I feel like they kind of, Venn diagram each other.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's where the problem is. Now, it's not a problem that's that way. You could still make a very good song like that, not really having much of a change between the chorus and the verses, but it has to be short. The song has to be way shorter. And for me, at least, if you're gonna keep it like that, 3-4 minutes, not even 4 minutes, 3.5. If you're gonna change it up where the chorus will feel a lot different compared to the chorus, feel more bombastic, which it should have, then 4 something. But it shouldn't have hit the 8-minute mark.
To me, it feels like a song that tries to. This song reminded me of a Dream Theater song that would not be good enough to be on a Dream Theater album. That's kind of how it feels. It tries to be very progressive to a certain extent. It tries to overextend itself, but it doesn't. But it doesn't have elements that really allow it to extend itself. Like, for example, the solos. If you add like a 2-minute solo and it's like this face melting, making the guitar cry kind of solo, like John Petrucci kind of solo. You add something like that in there that you could see, wow, like this just took a completely different spin. And then off of that solo, you go in a completely different direction of where you were before bringing back the chorus. You can explain the length of the song. But
that didn't happen.
The first 2/3 of the song is just loop. It's just the song is on loop for the first 2/3. It changes a little bit when Asim comes in with that more lower, what do you call it, more methodic tone, which I honestly really loved. I actually wanted some more of that. Maybe if the chorus was like that, or the pre-chorus like that leading up to the core, something just to kind of break the routine of the repetition that the song has, because overall it just feels overly repetitive. The length doesn't help. I think the chorus comes across maybe, like 6-7 times?
No, the problem is I don't even know because it merges with the verses.
Yeah.
It doesn't have that much of a leap.
No, but it's there. Nevertheless, it's there. But I just feel...
think his vocal approach in the verses should have been... His vocal approach in the verses were something that should be in the chorus. I don't know if you caught that too. The way he was singing in the verses felt like something that should have been in the chorus. The verses seem to feel like something that should be not slower paced, but something that should be more verse like, right? But the tone he was singing in was something that he would do more for a chorus, more of trying to, bring it up a little bit, make the chorus feel bigger. That's what the verses felt like. And then when you got to the chorus, you felt the same energy you were getting from the chorus was the same energy you were getting in the verses.
I just feel like if you're gonna make a song that's 8 minutes long, you have to create a journey.
It has to be an intricate journey.
It has to be a journey. You cannot
that
make a song.
Lose you.
You can't make a song that's 8 minutes long and you're just going on a Ferris wheel ride. It has to be a journey. Like the harsh vocals that he used. Okay, but why not use more of that? Or either don't use them at all, or use a little bit more of that. Because they came in...
Or have the chorus be kind of like in Maze of Despair, where it's more methodic, but a little bit heavy. And then having some... Those cleaner vocals just be a little bit more angry, but not have any harshness in it. Just kind of like in Maze of Despair, they're very angry, but then when you get to the chorus, they become what they are in the verses here,
I think
which
the main
is
difference,
nice and smooth.
I think the main difference between Maze of Despair and this song is also the emotional drive that the lyrics offer. Here, the lyrics felt a little bit like
they're very open.
Yeah, and okay, and what does it all mean? Like what are you trying to say at the end of the day? Like, what's your message? If I'm drowning in the veil of the sea, and I don't know exactly where you're trying to take me with this veil of the sea, then at that point I'm just a drifter at the sea. Like,
yeah, because the song doesn't give me that feeling that I am drowning in the veil of the sea. Because the song feels like my arms are wide open, and that's what the song doesn't give you doesn't portray what the vocals and what the lyrics are trying to portray, and that's why I always pull back to Maze of Despair. Maze of Despair is a song by this band that's such a perfect reflection of what not only the vocals are giving me, and then music wise, kind of going together, but lyrically.
I'll be honest here. Maze of Despair was the song that introduced us to the band. If I had never heard of the band and I hear this song, I don't know if I'm going to go and dive deeper into it. To be honest, I'm just being honest.
I would because Asim's vocals are really fucking good. That's the thing. That's the thing about this band, and that's something
they're good. They're good, but I feel like they're almost being wasted in the way the song is put together. The song.
I've told Asim this. I'm like, dude, your vocals are fucking amazing, and it's just something that shouldn't be wasted. Like, these vocals shouldn't be.
And
wasted.
His range shouldn't be wasted.
His range is beautiful, but it's just the way he takes words and just fucking plays with them and everything. I mean, I love his voice. His voice is beautiful, and it's something that even without trying portrays a lot of emotion. So I want to hear more songs that are more emotional, but are able to open up and be very open and
also pull a thesaurus out, make the lyrics a little bit more intricate. It was a little bit too simple. Like, it was weird because the lyrics were simple, but I still don't get the message. Like, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes, you complicate the lyrics, but it allows you to kind of create your own interpretation of what they mean. Here, like, I'm just kind of like at a loss. Like, I really am. And even with the 2 guitar solos that the song had, I felt like they were like okay.
For
a song like this, you need those solos to be like really over the top.
But the problem was,
to give it a reason to be 8 minutes long.
But the problem was, I feel like 3 minutes in, I was already like okay with the song. I feel like the song itself didn't at the start give me enough drive to care about the rest. I feel like I was full by the time the rest of the song came. I love Asim, and I love his vocals, and he may be seeing this too. And I love the vocals, and we'll always bring back that Maze of Despair, but I can also bring the Dio cover, Don't Talk to Strangers, in that, bringing two things. Obviously it's a cover, so it's different, but showing what his voice can do, and showing what setting his voice needs to be in. Because those are two phenomenal cover and phenomenal song, right? So I think he needs to look at those and just realize that if you compare this song to Maze of Despair, even comparing it to you can't compare it to a cover, but if you can just compare the energies to to the cover, you can see the difference. And I feel
Not
like
always for those songs. I mean, most of the stuff that they released in
even
the
most
past.
of the songs, yeah, a lot of the songs they've released in the past. The Rise of the is it called The Rise of the Messenger? There was that one, and that one was also a good song. Songs like that where when it came to his part, or
I just feel like he's a little bit lost at sea in the middle of the song.
yeah. Like I said, in those songs, when it comes to his part, it feels like a climatic thing, right? In Maze of Despair, the choruses are more lower, but he still can come through with his voice kind of having a lower tone, and then the chorus instrument wise opens up a lot and becomes this big breath, this big intake, yet with a somber feeling in his voice being that main somber feeling, but it works beautifully in this song. My main problem is that the verse vocals and the chorus vocals are so similar, so I'm not getting that from him.
But sound-wise, the song doesn't.
But
move
the song-wise,
it doesn't move a lot either.
It doesn't move a lot either.
Like, I mean, you can only if you have oranges, you can make orange juice. You cannot make pineapple juice.
Exactly.
To me, it's just a song that doesn't like a riptide. It just goes around in circles, but it doesn't really go anywhere. And I feel like, you threw in the harsh vocals, you threw in that more lower tone one towards the end. Those were cool elements, but
it didn't fix what
was happening around it. Like, it's just.
And the thing is, I'm surprised though, because Asim is a very picky person when it comes to his music taste, and what he deems
like I said,
acceptable and what he doesn't deem acceptable.
At the end,
that's what I love about him, because that I can get a real answer from him when it comes to music.
To me, by the end, but even at the halfway through the song, I'm like, wow, this is like I said before, like I said at the beginning, this is a Dream Theater song that wouldn't make the cut for a Dream Theater album. And I'm not even a Dream Theater fan, but it kind of felt to me that they were trying to create a Dream Theater style song. It's just, was a miss.
Yeah,
it was a miss. Just, I gotta keep it real. I don't care who my friends are. I gotta keep it real.
I think, yeah. I mean, I can't. I'm not gonna.
I don't bump anybody's tires.
Just
when I like something, I like something, and I say it. And when I don't, I don't.
Exactly. I think Asim will. Hopefully he'll accept that, because he's very similar.
Hey, we've been very vocally, not against, but we've been very critically
against
of before
Yachty.
Yeah, he's 2 minutes. But anyways, well. Some people last longer. Anyhow,
and shorter.
We've been very vocal about and critical about, for example, Dawn of Before the Dawn.
Before the Dawn,
the vocals in Before the Dawn, where it hasn't really hit the mark for me. And I'm a huge fan of Thomas and a friend of his and love his stuff, but at the end of the day, I gotta say what honestly, I gotta be real. I can't say this. Oh, this is great. But I don't really feel it.
The thing is, I'm not saying this. We're not saying this out of hate or whether, because the thing is,
no.
I want like even
there's no hate.
Even this song, I still enjoyed listening. I enjoyed listening to his voice. If his voice had nothing to do with the song, I wouldn't have.
You know what I would love? An acoustic version of this song, just acoustic guitar and him singing. Boom,
but
done.
like 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
But shorten it. Shorten it. We don't need the chorus 10 times.
Because the thing is, you could see even in the video, I'm enjoying myself. But just because I'm enjoying his voice, I love his voice. Like, I can hate the song, the
instrumental portion.
The instrumental portion and how it's put together. I can hate it all I want, but I can't hate his voice. It's just so good. I love the tone of his voice and how he plays with words. So of course I'm gonna jam to it because I just love his voice. But that doesn't mean I can't, be critical about the instrumental parts of the song.
Or how the whole thing is put together.
What I do want in the future is just more shorter songs. If we're gonna go long like this, yes, be more intricate, but just stick to the shorter songs.
That's like it's like a technical death metal band that is not technical at all. At that point, you're just a death metal band.
I think they need to go the Catatonia route. Maybe.
Yeah, it worked for them.
Yeah, just be a melodic just to be a melodic band that has some sourness and death sprinkles in there. His voice plays perfectly for a sound like that. Yeah. A very doom and gloom type sound that still has an open chorus or a very just like a big intake of air here and there in the songs. I think that's just what they need to do because that fits perfectly.
I just had a fucking one of those light bulb moments.
Epiphany?
Yeah, why the fuck didn't Thomas ask Asim to sing on
Before the Dawn? What the fuck? That would have been perfect. I think that would have elevated Before the Dawn from here to fucking here, out of frame. Like,
I know they went to get the guy who won like Finland Got Talent and apparently did a Before the Dawn song in the contest. So I think that's how Thomas discovered the guy. But come on, I think Asim would have been perfect for that sound.
For Asim, he's already here.
Perfect for that sound. Anyways, I just had that idea now.
But Asim, when it comes to him,
Asim should do a cover of one of the new Before the Dawn songs to show
how good
the song could be.
Oh, please do. I just want Asim to open up. Does he have a YouTube channel? He does Twitch sometimes.
Yeah, he does Twitch.
I want him to do more covers on his channel or make some like put out some content, dude. Because your voice is so good. It's something that shouldn't be wasted. Especially on stuff like this.
Or on talking to us.
Or on no, please talk to us. My uncle. Just please make some content. I would stand your content. I would be behind you the entire way. And all that stuff. Yeah.
Okay. On that note, guys, I think this is it for us. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. How do you feel towards this new Damnation Plan track? Hit us up. We'll see you all there, and we'll see you at the next video.
See ya.